You are listening to the Soul Curators podcast, where we get into the funk and soul of things. It's all about good conversations about music. So come join us.
Oh, we recording, y'all.
Look, these off the cuff clips. One day they're gonna come back to bite us in the ass.
Welcome to the Soul. I wouldn't even do it, y'all, like that. My apologies on that. Continue,
we gotta have our greatest hits. People want to see how the sausage is made.
For sure.
Hey, you gonna catch us?
Welcome to the Soul.
Artists.
Welcome to the Soul Curators podcast. the gang is all here. We are all here. Welcome back. Appreciate you guys kicking it with a shout out to everybody who tunes in and checks us every episode. I am your friendly neighborhood MistaGoodBar here from Houston, representing the Remedy, and I got the family in the building. The matriarch is here, Miss Christina Curates. What's up, ma'am?
Hey, y'all. This is Christina Curates. I'm here.
Shout out to you, sis. You good? Everything good?
Everything is going. Everything is going.
That's what's up.
Life
That's
is
what's
life.
up. Shout out. Life is lifing like a mom. Shout out, my brother Soops Kitchen is in the building. What up, sir?
Yo, that I'm here reminds me of work. Yo, how you feeling today? I'm here. That's how that felt.
Listen, that's all I got. If you ask anything more, I might start tearing up. Just think that I'm here.
Okay, that's all I got in the tank right now.
Shout out to Mr. LP. Shout out to the whole MPN Network. I'm so glad everybody's in good spirits, good energy, good health. Life is lifing, but we still lifing back with it. You know what I'm saying? And we are back to give you guys another great episode of the Soul Curators podcast. Got a couple of things we got to cover. Everything music related. Y'all know how we give it up. So I wanted to start this off, first of all, making sure we acknowledge the upcoming Sunday. This Sunday is going to be a big Sunday for all of us. It is Mother's Day coming up. So for you, all of you who are listening, hopefully when this drops, you got enough time to get your Mother's Day situation taken care of. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to do something different. I'm going to open it up to my team. We're going to formally give our Mother's Day greetings to anyone special in our lives. On behalf of the Soul Curators podcast, I want to wish Christina Curates a happy Mother's Day. And since you are the mom here, we're going to ask you to go ahead and give your Mother's Day shout outs if you have any.
Well, I would like to give a Mother's Day shout out to my sisters and my bonus mom. My mother is no longer with us, so Mother's Day is a difficult holiday, but I have a lot of women around me, near me, that I cherish and that are celebrating, so I celebrate them.
That's what's up. Soup's Kitchen, it's on you, sir. Do right.
The pressure's on. No. One big shout out to my wife, the mother of my children, my beautiful wife. She is an amazing mother. Normally you're supposed to say your mother first, but my wife comes first and then everybody else. So I just want to let everybody know that my wife is an amazing mother, amazing wife. So shout out to my wife. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to my aunt. Shout out to my mother-in-law. All of these people are great mothers, have been great mother figures to me. Anybody that's watching this, older, my aunt Marie, everybody, like you guys have been amazing mothers and mother figures. Big shout out to you guys. Without you guys, we wouldn't be here. So thank you, moms.
Salute. I want to, of course, shout out my amazing wife for being an incredible mother. Being an exemplary mother, an example for my son and for all other mothers. I want to shout out my mother-in-law. Mother's Day is kind of tough for me because of my non-existent relationship with my mom, but I still want to make sure that all mothers are honored. So all the mommies here and in heaven, of course, we want to wish happy Mother's Day, flowers, love, all of the great things for all of the moms who do everything to keep this civilization going. So Very important.
Yeah.
So, and shout out to all the mothers who listen to us. We love y'all. Thank y'all so much. And all the mothers who have been guests on this show, thank y'all. And, you know, we love and appreciate all of the mothers. So shout out to all my mommies. So, I want to give a shout out also to a friend of the show, since we mentioned it. Did you hear about what Tamisha's doing, y'all?
Man.
What is Tamisha doing?
Man, Tamisha out here trying to, you know what I'm saying, get her move on. She is now the host. For those who don't know, we are referring to the wonderful Tamisha Waden, friend of the show. He's been on our show a couple of times. We got a chance to love on her in person at Maiden Durham Festival. And I think it was last October or 2 Octobers ago.
2 Octobers.
She is now, I'm sorry?
2 Octobers ago.
It was 2 Octobers. Okay, I'm old. I don't remember stuff very well. She is now the host of the Morning Jazz Show on WNCU 90.7 FM in North Carolina. She's on at 7 a.m. So I want to congratulate her on that. And
even if you're not in North Carolina, you can download the app and you can listen anywhere.
That's a fact. So we definitely want to send love and congratulations to her for her new gig. She just completed her first week, I believe. So we want to salute that and send support to her for that. And I think that's a great move. She's so multi-talented. She does so many different things. So that's just another add to her resume. So shout out to our friend Tamisha Waden. You know what I'm saying? So
very dope.
All right, guys. Dope. It's time.
It's time. Are we talking reviewing Alex Isley's new EP Win?
Absolutely. It is time for that.
Okay. So
let's get it. What are we thinking?
I loved it, or I love it. The first 2 songs that she released as singles, Hands was first, right? And then she released Miss Goody Two Shoes. And it was a sensual side of her that we haven't seen. I mean, we may have heard a little bit of it in the lyrics that she's done in the past, but this, I think she's kind of coming out of her. I don't even want to say coming out of her. She's just giving a little bit more of herself. Of course, she is an extremely talented songwriter. And the words, some of these songs, I was like, oh, just expose me now, you know. She's talking her shit on Mike On with K Tronada producing. So I've had it on repeat. I would say my favorite, I know you didn't ask for it, but my favorite are A Fool's Gold and Thank You for a Lovely Time. Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to go in front of Soops because I already know this is about to be good on his end. Let me just go straight to me. I will say I like the album. I don't love it. I like it. Thank You for a Lovely Time is my standout. That song is very triggering in a good and bad way. I think it kind of speaks to some things I've been through in my past. So it resonated with me out of everything else. The other songs are very good. I really like the approach she's taken. I'm down with her coming with some, music to hunch to. So, I know this is, it feels like she's dipping her toe in the water just to see how people receive it. So she can go all the way in like she really wants to. And I respect that. You know what I mean? She didn't just broadside us with a whole new approach to her sound or whatever. But I do like the fact that she's trying to grow into something else. I mean, she spent most of her career being our little sensual songbird, singing sweet songs and sounding sweet and all of that. Maybe she wants to go into some other topics that sound doesn't afford her. So I respect it and I'm with it and I like it. None of it is whack, but I can't say that I love the project in its whole. I will say, like, I had a hard time with Mike On because the sound and her the way she carried it, it took me a second to kind of adjust. And now I like it, but it just took me a second to kind of grab it. And honestly, I was like, well, Keitra, you could have gave her a doper beat than that. You know what I'm saying? It's not that it wasn't dope, but I feel like you could have gave her something a little more. But maybe that's just a teaser. I'm hoping they work together again continuously and do some other things. But I like it now. I will say that. But it didn't grab me like a lot of her other projects immediately would grab me. I was like, oh, this is my joint. This is my joint. But definitely, Thank You for a Lovely Time stands out. And Hands was good too. It's just, it didn't really grab me like that. But I do like the project. So shout out to Alex for coming with with a new vibe. I respect it. Let's go, Soops. Give it to her. I know you've been waiting.
I would not. I wouldn't even about to go crazy. I swear I wasn't about to go crazy. Exactly what you said is exactly how I feel. Like, it didn't grab me. Like, it didn't move me. It wasn't something like, oh man, I'm gonna play this again. Like, I haven't really played it anymore. I played it before. Like, I played it today. I listened to it again and just trying to see, like, is today the vibe? Like, am I catching this vibe? I really ain't caught it. The only song that I like is Mike On. Just because of the vibe it's on. To me, it's just like the production is it's subpar, like on the album. Like, I feel like I don't know. Her and Jack Dean they make incredible. I'm sorry. They make incredible music together, and I just feel like that sound is what I was expecting. The Good and Plenty and stuff like that. Like, I was expecting that type of sound, but we didn't get that, and maybe we'll get that next. And it's just the EP. It's not an album. It's just a little tape. So, who knows? Like, this may just be her. Let me get this off, see what it do, and then when the album comes, it's her, Terrence Martin, and all these K-Tronada, all these other people and stuff like that. But for me, it just didn't really grab me as like, ooh, I can't wait to play this again. Like, it didn't.
Let me ask y'all a question real quick. So in her discography, I'm just going to name a few because I can't remember them all. She's worked with Jack Don, obviously. She's worked with Terrence Martin. She's worked with K-Tronada. She's worked with, she's done songs with Ninth Wonder. But it seems like, and then her own production, I think she self-produced her first 2 EPs.
Yeah.
What is there something to, and this part is not really about Alex Isley. This is just about artists in general. Do you think that there are instances where just because you get a well-known producer or a well-known name in production, that sometimes the sound that you work with someone who is not as large speaks more to your tone or style than sometimes a larger artist? Like, sometimes, like, I'll allude to the subject that Soops brought up when we were talking off mic about Marshall working with Dr. Dre. He has no flaws in his production. It just didn't really, the marriage wasn't really, you know what I mean? How do you guys feel about that in relation to Alex's Win EP?
Well, to be honest, Jack Don is on 3 of these songs on this EP. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if you peep that out. He's on 3 of the songs, and there's another guy's name that comes up that she's worked with in the past. I don't know. I think we've talked about the fact that every artist that we love and that we respect and that we talk about and that we have in our playlist and all that, we're not going to like or love everything that they do, right? So I think that this might be the case for you guys, especially Soops. It's just this may not be the EP that stands out for you. It's still good music.
Yeah,
I think that, I don't know, if I feel like more people are getting to know who she is. So this might be their introduction to her, and they can go back to, oh gosh, Gone, Wilton. They can go back to some of her older stuff. But I think for this one, she's getting a little bit more publicity. So, I mean, it's, like I said, I like it. I enjoyed it, and I can see how it is different. But Jack Don, he may not have been the sole producer on these records, but he is on 3 tracks.
Yeah, he's on the first song. The first song didn't move me. So yeah,
He's
I
on
mean, I agree.
Hics. Yeah, he's on a few.
This didn't move me, and I'm not saying it's trash or whack or nothing. Like, it's far from that. This may be something that will hit me, in a year or two, where I'm taking a ride or somewhere and just turn on Alex Isley and be like, oh man, like, okay, I'm in this mood now. I just may not be feeling this mood right now. Like, this may not be my mood, but she makes great music. She's an incredible singer. She has a great ear when it comes to music and production and stuff like that. It just, for me personally, it just didn't move me. And I'm not taking away. It just didn't knock for me. So for everybody else, go listen to it. Y'all make your own judgment. But like, I know some people, they listen to us and they take they word from us and everything like that. But go listen to it and you may enjoy it. This may be your favorite thing. And it's also like, oh, go with my foot.
No, I was just going to add on to what you were saying. I think having a perspective outside of, oh, it's awesome, I loved it, even when it's not, it lends credibility to when we say, yo, this is that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's not gonna land with everybody the same. The one thing that we can say consistently about her is that she never makes non-quality music. Like, nothing is not lacking in quality. It's not lacking in her vocal performance is always on point. It's never an issue of that. It's just, what you're, like Soops said so eloquently, what is your taste in that moment? If you want chocolate and somebody give you carrot cake, that don't mean carrot cake is bad. It's just, that's not what you wanted. You want some chocolate. Right. You know what I mean? Right. I'm using carrot cake because carrot is my favorite cake since it's my birthday month. Just shouting out to all the listeners, carrot cake to the boy. You know what I mean? But no, like I said, I think it just lends credibility to when we do salute it and give it a big, the big 100. When we do have something that doesn't really land with us like that, but I'm more excited that we have Alex music.
Yes, I'm excited that we have her music, and I'm also excited that more people's getting hip to it. She's starting to become a household name, and I enjoy that a lot. Like, I enjoy that people are like, I know who Alex Isley is. Like, oh, great. Like, all right, cool. So it's nice to see that. And to see that she did it on her own. To see that she, even though, like, her last name is Isley, she has the Isley brothers backing. All she had to do was just be like, hey, yo, put me on some tracks. Let's do this. And she didn't do that route. Like, she might have been background, but there's no credits or anything like that. But she did it all on her own, and I think that was amazing. So, like, I hate saying I don't like something that she's done, because it feels like it should be stated, but also it's just like, all right, it's not my vibe. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm not a fan anymore and nothing like that, but.
Right, and it's not like you're going to say to a new listener, "Oh, don't listen to this one," because it's still good R&B. It's still good music. It's just not. You just hadn't, just none of the songs really stand out for you. If that's the case, and that's fine. Like I said, every song is not going to be your, oh God, I love it so much. For every artist that you have. I was going to say something, but I know you're talking about the Isley connection. The song Voyage to Atlantis that Robert Glasper and Bilal redid or interpolate, I don't know what you call it. I thought she was going to be like, boom, in the whole thing. I mean, she just put her little flip to it in the end. She didn't hardly even sing. She did an ad-lib in the end. So I was kind of surprised by that, but it just shows you how she's not like dangling her Isley heritage in front of everybody. It's like, oh, wait a minute, that's what you call this? Okay, and if you look at her, you look at him. I mean, she looks like him like crazy, but she's a lighter version of, But
and you can't. And one thing that's for sure is that when we have these conversations with people, and they, all of us have those conversations with people complaining about R&B and yada yada yada. This is definitely still going to be one of those projects I put up in front of people. Like, look, 2025. Alex Isley dropped an EP that, like, you can't say it's not good R&B, and that and I stand on that. I think we all stand on that. I didn't have to fall super in love with everything to understand that this is a really good R&B project that's necessary for the 2025. And I can't say enough about Thank You for a Lovely Time. That song feels like it was written out of a diary I wrote. Like, it's just so, when I heard it, I was like I felt disrespected that she was all in my business like that.
All up in the business. Like, damn, did we have conversations back when?
Like we talked about it before.
Right. That just goes to show artists, you how situations. I love artists who,
and I love artists who make you feel like we had that conversation and you just went in the booth and recorded what I told you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I had a conversation with Fonte when I first met him. The very first time I met him, I told him about that. He had a verse about his mom, and I was going through something with my mom at the time that was exactly the same. And it's been on ever since. So, I mean, those type of artists who can tap into that type of energy, I always have love and support for them. So we can't encourage you guys enough to go out and support this WIN project. Go stream it, give her all your money, show her some love, follow her on social media. Alex Isley is one of our favorites.
Thanks.
And also, not to segue to someone else, but with her project with Terrace Martin, and now Kenyon Dixon is supposed to be coming out with some music with Terrace Martin. Wouldn't it be wonderful? And I talked about this with the R&B representatives. Shout out to them. But wouldn't it be nice if they could do an album together?
Stop playing with our emotions, Christina.
I
was with you.
You think they would?
About their songs they have together on each person's album, it's like, oh, okay. I mean, they kind of built up to, they will make some good music together.
You think they would actually put an EP together? Here's my crazy theory. They are waiting until their daughter is singing, like her vocals kick, because she can sing too. Mm-hmm. And let's just say they do all three of them on a track.
Listen, I think they could throw her on the track now. Did you hear when she sang at the Laker game, or was it the Clipper game?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of them she did
on Father-Daughter Day. Oh my gosh, she sounded amazing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what if they waiting on that?
Yeah, Alex, I think she has perfect pitch, or what is it? I can't think of what it's called. So, and her daughter is just like, I mean, you get Kenyon and you got Alex, who is like, she's trained classically, right? So it's like, come on now, these genes are just flowing through.
She's gonna be crazy. And she's being molded. It's like that. You can literally see them teaching her. Like she's being taught the right way. So I'm very excited for the three of them. I want to say so bad. I'd be wanting to say that family so bad, but the three of them, I love to see them. So that idea, Christina, is something I float in the back of my head. So when you say it, I'm like, oh, just say it.
But whether they're together or not, they're still a family.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a big fact. And the fact that and I don't think Kenyon and Alex have a whack song ever. Right? Ever.
No.
So listen, Alex, Kenyon, like, come on, stop playing with us, y'all. Like, what we doing?
Right.
I feel like we instigating.
Right.
Oh man.
So we're gonna segue to our new music, right? So I would say it's still new to me. I'm gonna put her song. What was the song that you said that we both liked? Oh gosh, I missed it that quick. Of hers
from Alex. Alex.
For a long time. That's gonna be on my list for new music to listen to.
I agree. Look, if you've ever experienced a breakup or whatever,
that's the one.
Man, you ever play a song and you look at the radio like, what? Look at the speaker like, what she say?
Yeah.
So in keeping with that, right? Like, how you know? And in keeping with that, my song suggestion is one I happened upon on random. John B dropped an album this year, and he has a song called "Show Me" featuring our very own Alex Isley.
Okay, I like this.
Soops. Now, Soops, I thought about you because I was like, because we talked about the WIN EP before, And when I heard that song, I was like, oh yeah, this is the Alex Soops likes.
Yeah, that's a song. I actually like that song. I was like, all right, this is cool because I've been talking about John B for a minute. Like the older he got, he's got struggle vocals. Like he be struggling sometimes, and I was like, I don't want to hear this shit. And then when he turned that on, I was like, oh okay, the auto-tune worked.
Now
like,
let's
the auto-tune
not talk
great
about.
on that.
Let's not talk about struggle.
We
vocals,
love you, John
okay?
B. We love you, John B.
But remember, and then he also played that in his live this week. Soops went live and played that song. I was surprised. I was surprised. Yeah.
That song is so fire. So that's my standout right now.
Oh, it's my turn. It's my pick.
Yes, sir.
So I'm about to fuck up the whole thing because I didn't pick an R&B track.
That's fine.
My favorite
I think
song,
I know what you picked. I know what you picked, but go ahead.
I
already know.
You might not. You might not know.
I could be. You might surprise me.
My favorite new song right now is Boss and the Hics. It's called Everyday People. That is my favorite joint right now. Like that is a I can't. It's like it's perfect. It's a perfect song. Like it's been on repeat for a minute, and it's my favorite. Go listen to it.
I was wrong. That's a dope song. Though. I was so wrong. Now that you said that, you probably ain't gonna even like the song that I thought that you picked.
What was you gonna pick?
One second. Let me pull it up and make sure I say it right because it's new. It's a remix. West Side Gun and Doechii.
No, I ain't like that song.
Oh man, I'm sorry. That song. Listen, first of all, I love. Okay, so West Side Gun has an EP called "Heels Have Eyes," which I love.
Yeah.
And he has a song called "Egypt," where he has Doechii on the intro, a clip from Doechii's interview she was doing, where she mentions it. And so he put the EP out. Doechii heard it, and I think within a day or two, she put a verse on it and sent it to him, and he released it. And I like that the remix better than the original. So I thought that's what he was gonna go with.
It's dope. It's dope. So let me not say I don't like. It's just not.
Hey, talk your shit.
All right, Doechii. She cool, but it's just not my vibe. Doechii's not my vibe.
I got you.
So it's just like I don't know what it is. Like I just had to have that realization with it. It's like I don't have no problem with her or not like that. It's just not. She's just not my vibe. Like
we know you love Lotto. It's cool.
I don't like Lotto either.
Wow.
Doechii and Lotto, MistaGoodBar loves both of y'all. I love both of y'all.
So it's some things about Doechii that's cool, but it's just like, all right, I don't know. Maybe it's her voice. I don't know. It's just something that's just not vibing with me. So, but
I have a few of those. No, I have a few of those. I like Doechii. I think she's super talented.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cool with her, but I do have a few other songs. Braxton Cook came out with an album. Some of the songs are songs that he brought out earlier, but it's called, well, one of the songs is We've Come So Far. If you're not familiar, he's a saxophonist and he does sing as well. And then Elmine has a remix to Light Work with Blacks. I guess it's Black. BLXST.
It's
Blast.
Oh, Blast. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
It's Blast.
Yeah.
Y'all put me onto this new. Y'all put me onto this artist. Y'all know Isaiah Falls just dropped a new joint.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that
album is dope.
Yo, it's so dope.
That album is dope. Yeah, that album is dope.
I ain't gonna be able to play none of this on my show. I can't play none of this on my show, but it's so dope.
And that album is dope. That is very dope.
Yes, my favorite song on there is "Take a Hit." Take a Hit, go crazy.
Yeah,
I can't. Yeah, you will. Unfortunately, unless you send me a clean version, you will not be able to hear that on the Remedy. But it's
but You know where you can
It's so
hear it.
dope. Talk about it. Talk about
Your
it.
mix, you can put a mix on the MPN network.
I've been known to do that. You never know. I might. You know what? I might put a mix on MPN Network sometime.
How about that?
You never know. You never know. You may hear something on that. You never know.
Look, hey, we gotta start talking like Suge Knight when we talk about the MPN. You tired of having your music censored? You tired of not being able to talk your shit? Come over to the MPN.
I hope Mr. LP clipped that. That's a perfect clip.
Yeah, come over to the MPN.
Yo, man, that was so. I hope everybody enjoyed our suggestions. Please make sure you check out these artists we talked about. Please go support them, stream, purchase, all the good things. Connect with them on social media, and of course, let them know where you got the recommendation from. Tell them the Soul Curators sent you to check out their joint.
I miss my extra person. One of the songs, one of the other albums that like I've been playing like real heavy that just dropped. Seafood Sam, dogs in the front yard. Mr. LP got us up to Seafood Sam a couple months ago. Maybe like last year he got us up to him, and I've been listening to him ever since. And this Dogs in the Front Yard is an incredible album. Like it's from top to bottom. It's really really dope. So make sure y'all go check that out. Like that Seafood Sam is dope. He's got a lot of music, and I had no idea about it. So he's really really dope.
That's a fact.
So on the hip hop tip, Outkast is being inducted into, or got nominated, or got chosen to be inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Outkast, and also, unfortunately, did you see where Goody Mob was saying that they were going to do their last run?
Were we confused by that? Like, was we like, oh my gosh, no more Goody Mob? Like, was we? Well, I mean, because like the writing's been on the wall for a minute. Like, was we? Their last EP, they did it. The last album that they did, it was to me, in my opinion, it was a great piece of work. It came out in unfortunately, it came out during the pandemic. I think it came out in 2020. So it really didn't. They didn't get the traction that they wanted to get through because of the pandemic. Mm-hmm. But it was a great piece of work. But then you started to see CeeLo not really being with them a lot and started doing his own stuff. And everybody just started to do like their own individual things and not working, like they weren't moving as a group. So like, were we surprised?
They weren't performing together?
They were performing together, but they were all doing a lot of individual things that was different. Was when they decided to come together as a group, they were like, we a group, they were moving as a group, and then you started to see them everybody's just starting to do their own thing. And it's perfectly fine. Everybody's individuals, that's perfectly fine. But just the way that I started seeing stuff, I was like, yeah, they about to call it quits. Like it ain't really, and they're not calling it quits because they got bad blood or anything. It's just creatively, they just all in different spaces. And they all, Cool Joe got his own thing going. He's been dropping singles like crazy. Gip got his own, he's been dropping stuff like crazy. So, everybody's got their own individual things. So I wasn't like, oh man, this is sad. I was just kind of like, all right, cool. At least y'all get to go out the way y'all want to go out. No bad blood. Y'all probably get to put a little tour together, put a final album together, and then just go. Like, I'm not tripping on it. They gave us many, many years of great work. So I'm not tripping.
Hey, real quick, I'm sorry to interrupt. I just got something in my inbox and it said Andre 3000 drops new EP, 7 piano sketches. This is from Complex Music. I just want to report that right now. It says Andre 3000 drops new EP, 7 piano sketches. It's on Complex Music. Back to the regular scheduled program.
Live from the Soul Curators podcast. Straight off of that, our producer, Mr. Alp with the drop.
Sorry,
I
am so sorry to interrupt, but this shit will be out tomorrow morning. Matter of fact, I probably will clip this up and this shit will be out tonight.
Man,
okay,
this is news. This is the shit I be talking about.
Hot off the press, baby.
If this is another jazz album, I'm gonna be pissed.
It don't matter, but it fits so perfectly with what y'all were just talking about, though. Like it fits, it fits so perfect. So I got to clip this shit, and we got to put it out tonight or tomorrow. Yes, all right. I'm back on mute.
That's a fact. Shout out to Mr. LP.
Yes, thank you for that. Thank you for the news. I'm hoping, we all hope that with him being inducted, that we'll get at least them to do something together. Where's a song at the ceremony, or maybe they'll have some people that will, like Earth Gang could be like a group that could probably do some of their songs or whatever to show homage to. Who else could do Outkast? In terms of like pay homage to them,
people ain't gonna know who they are, but the way they sound. Oh, my fault. I was gonna say people not gonna know who I'm gonna say. They're not gonna know who they are, but the way they sound, they could do an Outkast track, and that's King Draft, and Swank. Them two, they can do.
That's a good point.
Them two, they could pull off maybe So Fresh and So Clean or something like that. They could pull off one of those songs. Just because of their style or whatever, but
I agree with that. I was thinking JID and Loot. They might be able to do.
Yes.
But like you said, so a lot of people will be like, "Ooh," but yeah.
Yeah, they need to be thinking about it, because if I'm not mistaken, well, I know Mary did her own shit, which she just hold the microphone.
Oh my God, I wish she hadn't done. Oh, let me stop.
But what if Outkast? They could probably do their own shit too. Outkast,
but will they? Is the thing.
I think they might. I think they might.
I think I finally.
Is it gonna be here? Is it gonna be in Cleveland? Because if it's gonna be in Cleveland, I'm there.
Oh, we got our correspondent live from the red carpet.
Hey, MPN, I'm gonna need them credentials.
Do they normally do it in Cleveland?
They do it.
That's where the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is, right?
Yeah, sometimes they do them. Like the last couple of years, it's like the year that Jay-Z got inducted, they did it here, and then they did it in New York, and then they came back here. It's like off and on. But we'll see.
I think I'm getting to the point where I'm starting to finally understand that these groups are actually like relationships. Mm-hmm. And I can't think of any relationship that I've had since I was 18, 19 that I would have in my middle age still. If I do, it's very rare. So I can kind of understand why it's not a disconnect, it's just we're growing differently. So I can kind of I'm starting to understand, like, from the little brother aspect to the Goody Mob aspect to Outkast, which I had the hardest time understanding Outkast for the longest. But I think I just had to kind of mature into it and understand that they've been friends since they was like 15, 16. They're grown men with different lifestyles. It ain't gonna always be synonymous. Like, look, EPMD damn near shot each other and they got back together. I mean, you never know what happens. So I feel for, so I just feel for. I'm thankful. I'm trying to reserve myself to be thankful for the time we got with them. Think about how we lived through the Tribe Called Quest drama and how they got right back, and God is good because they got right back at the perfect time just before we lost Fife.
Right.
So we got to say that we got to have that good, closeout. So,
but we didn't get the Tribe. We didn't get the Tribe and Outkast album like we were supposed to get.
We really did, yeah.
That was and that I always think about that when Andre is talking about stuff. I always think about that. Like, you got up on stage, you said an Outkast Tribe album was supposed to happen, but because of scheduling things and it kept getting put off. And you have this great opportunity of creating one of the greatest albums of all time, and y'all keep putting it off because of whatever reason, creative reasons or scheduling reasons, or just like, I'm not feeling the vibe. But then you can get on and feature on a Killer Mike song and kill it. You get on a Goody Mob song and kill it. You can't get on a Big Boy joint and kill it. Like, Big Boy still making shit. Like, you can't just get on a feature real quick and just Do it, and maybe it's got something to do with the contract stuff. Maybe if they put out an Outkast album, whoever still own Outkast as an entity or whatever, they gonna get a big cut of the pie or whatever, and they just not, maybe that, I don't know, maybe that could be it, and that's why we're not seeing Outkast stuff. But
so I was talking to a friend of mine that is somewhat, he's not affiliated with the Organized Noise or anything, but he knows them because he's from here, and he said that with Rico Wade passing, that, with the Goody Mob situation, it's kind of inevitable because he kind of was the glue to keeping, them together. And like you said, they've been knowing each other for years, so they may. And we haven't heard from the others. I know that came from CeeLo.
We just heard from CeeLo.
Like,
representing. And it could just be CeeLo. It could just be CeeLo saying, "Fuck it, I'm out again."
Well, I thought about that too, but I think this is me hoping and speculating that because of CeeLo's stardom, his word will go further than, maybe Timo's or Gibbs. It would reach more people, and I think he would be able to communicate it a little bit broader. I don't know. I'm just speculating. I really pray that everything is good with Goody Mob. I really do pray.
I mean, they said they in the CeeLo thing, he said everything. They on good terms or whatever. It's just they ended it or whatever. But this is the same thing that happened. One Monkey Don't Stop No Show. Like, that was the same type of vibe where he was off doing bigger stuff and he didn't have time for Goody Mob. So like, Goody Mob disbanded.
So I'm gonna say this right now for everybody who's listening. I need you guys to cherish the locks, cherish them, because we ain't never had no breakups, we ain't never had no splits, we ain't never had no battles, we ain't never had no disses. It's all been 100 with them. They're the most consistent group in hip hop and have been. So I just wanted to put that out there. And
as soon as you say it, they gonna fucking break up.
I don't think that. I think they 1,000%.
They've been saying that for years. They've been saying that shit about the Locks for years, where they always been 100, and they, and so. But here's also the other thing too. There was times where we didn't have a Locks album, and they weren't touring, and it was just Jadakiss and Styles. So we don't know if there was a rift there or whatever. But they kept all of that shit in house. So like you never knew,
and that's the thing,
if they wasn't getting along or none of that. But you knew, like, okay, the Locks saying they going on tour, and it's all three of them on stage. It wasn't just Jadakiss and Styles or Jadakiss and Chic or whatever. It was all three of them niggas on stage. So yeah,
same with De La. Same with De La.
Facts.
So, good conversation, y'all. I appreciate this, and thank you, Mr. LP, for giving us that to look forward to and put up on people. Make sure you guys support the Dungeon family as a whole. They raised us, man. They raised us. Let's keep it a bean. Like they raised us. If this nigga
Dre is playing the piano, I'm gonna be pissed. Hey yo, we're about to end this shit so we can go listen to it. This nigga's on the piano keys like he wasn't out a while. I'm gonna be a man.
Excuse me again. I'm here to report. I was looking at the comments, and Complex Music did state that there will be no raps on this album. So back to the regular scheduled program.
Soops, you trying to say you don't like boneless chicken? You don't like boneless chicken?
No, man. Get them chicken nuggets out of here.
Yo. Not the Andre 3000, man. I still think he got one of the best verses in hip hop history. He's so fucking amazing on the mic, man. Yeah, I hope if he's aspiring to just be an instrumentalist, and I hope he's the instrumentalist that he wants to be.
And maybe this is his sanity. Maybe this is keeping him sane, and that using and when he was rapping, it may not have kept him sane. We don't know that. We gotta chill out as consumers.
Look, Michael Jordan played baseball. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
I'm cool. I'm cool. I ain't listening to this shit. I'm cool.
Christina. You don't have to. You don't gotta listen to it, but you gotta at least just respect his.
I ain't gotta respect shit, nigga. Get in the book.
He hurt. He's so hurt right now.
You can't be like that.
What shirt are you wearing today, Christina?
I am wearing a Special Girl, Real Good Girl shirt.
Dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun,
It is actually from, I know what it's from, but I'm saying, oh goodness, Music Sermon was the one that created the shirt. Well, they didn't create it, but the colors. She said she did a couple of shirts for HBCUs, so I had to get this one. You know,
I mean, you got to go. Come on with the 1887. I see you. Soops, listen, come on, man. What we doing over there, man? What we doing?
Oh, I am rocking my special Soops Kitchen, more music, less talk, Soops Kitchen hoodie. Yeah, this is one of those ones.
That's fresh. It's available where?
It's available on my Instagram page, bio. You can go in there and you can click on the link tree and you will see merch. And you can purchase whatever merch you want, shirts, hoodies, long sleeve, short sleeve. It's all there for you.
Please go pull up on my bro, get some of that merch, and make sure you staying connected to him. We'll get to the links and all of that stuff as we close. But look, I had to pull out the, the Cleo Soul concert merch. You know what I'm saying? When she was in New York, on the back of the shirt,
New York.
on the back of the shirt, it says, "New York, you are loved." So had to pull that out. She did one for LA too, but ours is better. Anyway, but yeah.
Hey yo,
and this ain't even the one I wanted, because I went to the third night. The one I wanted was even harder, but they were sold out. So,
speaking of New York, never mind.
Oh, you see what's happening?
Because Indiana show.
Nah, he see what's happening. He see what's happening. He see what's going on. We're gonna be going back and forth with this all day. It's a 3-point look.
Right.
For conversation purposes. New York is playing Boston. We down by 3 with 6 minutes in the fourth, and Jalen Brunson is scoring. So I ain't. Yeah. So we gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. Shout out to the Knicks. Shout out to the Cavaliers who are doing awesome as well. And I hope your mans get healthy. His toe is out.
Everybody hurt. Hurt.
Yeah.
Hunter got a dislocated thumb. Everybody hurt. So yeah.
Yeah. By the way, Knicks just tied it up. But anyway, listen. Thank everybody for tuning in to this episode of the Soul Curators podcast. I love being with family. As you can see, we don't know how to act when we together. So, Miss Christina Curates, if you would please let our people know and remind them where they can stay connected with you, how they can stay connected to the sounds that you curate, you know what I'm saying, and support you in all your endeavors.
I'm overdue for one, but it is on Instagram, Miss Christina Curates. And I am on Friday nights or Friday throughout the day, MPN Music or MPN Network radio station. Saturdays on Soul City Radio, and then on Sundays, The Sound of Duval. But I'll be back soon. I'm just trying to close out this damn school year.
Y'all make sure y'all pull up on my sis. Make sure you stay connected to her. Soup's Kitchen. Let's let them know where they can find you.
You can find me everywhere, social media wise, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, Twitter, Facebook, Fanbase. You can hit me up on all those things. Soup's Kitchen, SOPS. Links are in the bios where you can purchase merch and you can stay connected to the playlist. I think I might be putting out a playlist this weekend. So yeah. So check me out.
That's what's up. Make sure you pull up on my bro and support and run those mixes up. I am MistaGoodBar, representing The Remedy here in Houston, Texas. I am available everywhere on social media, The Remedy Radio. I'd like to direct everybody to the Patreon page, patreon.com/The Remedy. We're putting some mixes up that I can't play on air because artists don't like to send music clean for some reason. So I try to still put it out there when I like it. Of course, you can tune into The Remedy every Saturday from 6 to 8 p.m. KPFT 90.1 FM and HD2. All my links are on my social media. Everything you need to find on The Remedy is on the website, MistaGoodBar.com. Blogs, merchandise, where I'm going to be doing, where I'm at, what I'm going to be doing. Paid in full on May 10th. If you are in the city of Houston or you coming here, come pull up for this day party hip hop vibe that we get down to. And And of course, make sure you stay connected to the MPN Network. Everything related to the MPN, Mr. Al Pete, of course. Please make sure you tap in. And Soops, tell them about the app.
The app is available. Make sure you hit the MPN app on Google and Apple. The Apple Store, the Google Store. You go to the MPN, look up MPN Network, download the app, and stay connected to all your favorite shows, including the Soul Curators, and also Groove Suite on MPN and everything. So check them out. Check that out. It's cool. One thing I wanted to say to MistaGoodBar, you said you got a Patreon. You got to intro that better. If you want to get dirty with MistaGoodBar.
Oh my God.
Hey, hit my Patreon.
Damn.
I ain't gonna never have
That's how you supposed to intro that. Like, you just don't just be like, yo, check out my Patreon.
I'm gonna have to clip that up because I'm definitely gonna need this.
And also, make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you check out all of our old episodes. I can't
classic episode.
Classic episode on MPN Network website, and also we need to come up with some merch. We got to get it. We'll let you guys know.
Yeah, we working on it.
We got to get some merch going because it's time.
Yeah.
And the website that she is alluding to is mpn-llc.com. One more time, mpn-llc.com for all of those things that we just ran down the line for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
like I said, if you tired of all the bullshit out the other networks, come over to the MPN Network.
Bam!
This has been another amazing episode of the Soul Curators podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate y'all. Till next time, peace and love.
Peace.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning in to the Soul Curators podcast, powered by the MPN Network. You can check us out on all streaming platforms where podcasts are available.